Use 3mm Shackenmere cotton yarn. Hook needle. After taking out the thread from the center and turn it into 3 strands, fold it in an S shape to make 3 strands. Next is to keep pulling the thread out of the loop and pull it out. In this way, you can keep getting 3 strands of thread. If you've learned it, let's start crocheting. Start with a slip stitch. Next, crochet 16 chain stitches. When a section of 3 strands is used up, just pull the thread out from the loop like this. Finished 16 braided stitches. Pick the inside of the sweater on the penultimate stitch and crochet a single crochet stitch. Pick the inside of the sweater for each stitch, and each one is a short stitch. Until the left. Hook 3 short stitches in the last stitch. Next, pick the 2 strands of braid and crochet 1 short stitch and put the thread on top of the hook. Hide the thread as you crochet. And hook 2 short stitches in the last stitch. Pull up a loop in the first stitch. This completes the first round. And hook a slip stitch as a standing stitch. Start the second round. First, add 1 stitch to the first stitch and hook 2 short stitches. And hook 1 short stitch in each stitch behind. Until the left side, the first stitch in front of the 3 stitches. Here, and hook 1 short stitch in each stitch. Add 1 stitch to each of the 3 stitches here, and crochet 2 short stitches. And then on each stitch behind, each with 1 short stitch. Until the third last stitch. And 2 short stitches in the last 2 stitches. Finished by pulling up the first stitch. Then, in the second stitch, hook a slip stitch. Then crochet to braided stitches. Wrap the thread around the hook and insert the hook into the same position. Pull the thread out. This is an incomplete stitch of a long stitch, and then hook a long stitch in the same position and wound the thread. Pull through the 3 loops in turn. This is a long stitch. 3-point jujube stitch. Crochet to braided stitches. And then hook another needle in the same position. Leave 1 stitch empty and hook a long stitch in the next stitch. One braided stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty and hook a long stitch in the next stitch. 2 stitches empty and hook 5 long stitches in the 3rd stitch. Two stitches empty. In the 3rd stitch, hook a long stitch. 1 braided stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. Next, hook a long stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. First, hook a jujube needle on the next stitch. Two braided stitches in the same position. Then hook a jujube needle. And a long stitch. Then hook a long stitch on the next stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. First, hook a jujube-shaped stitch on the next stitch. Two braided stitches. And then crochet a jujube needle in the same position. Leave 1 stitch empty. Next, hook a long stitch. 1 braided stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. And then hook a long stitch on the next stitch. Next, this half and the other half are symmetrical. Skip 2 stitches. In the 3rd stitch, hook 5 long stitches. Skip 2 stitches. Hook 1 long stitch in the 3rd stitch. 1 braided stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. And hook a long stitch in the next stitch. Leave 1 stitch empty. First, hook a jujube needle in the next stitch. Two braided stitches. And then 1 more in the same position. Leave 1 stitch empty. Next, hook 1 long stitch in each of the 2 stitches. This round is done. Pull up in the first date-shaped stitch. This is what it looks like after the first round. Then pull through the loop in this hole. Crochet to braided stitches. Then 2 long stitches. Wrap the incomplete needle. Pull through 3 loops in turn. Crochet to braided stitches, and then crochet a tuck stitch in the same hole. In this long stitch, crochet a long stitch. 1 braided stitch. In this long stitch, hook a long stitch. Skip 2 stitches. In the 3rd long stitch, hook 5 long stitches. One braided stitch below, 1 long stitch, and 1 long stitch. Next, just hook the stitches corresponding to the previous round, and you're done. Here, crochet 1 long stitch in each of 2 long stitches. Complete this round in the same way. After this round is completed, pull up on the date-shaped needle. Then pull through the hole. And crochet to braided stitches. Start the next round with a slip stitch. Repeat the method of the 2nd round. To complete the bag, there are 9 rounds of patterns. Next, crochet a round of single crochet stitches and leave a buttonhole. Crochet a single crochet stitch on each stitch. On the middle long stitches, after hooking a short stitch, crochet braided stitches as buttonholes, about 8 to 10 braided stitches. And hook a single crochet in the same position. And crochet short stitches behind. Finish a round. Finally, pull the first stitch and hook a chain stitch, then cut the thread. Hide the thread ends inside the fabric. Finally, sew on the button and sew on the handle. Finally, let's learn to crochet a bag strap. Leave a long thread, start with a slip stitch, and crochet to chain stitches. Pick up the half stitch of the first stitch and hook a short stitch. Then pick the half stitch of the second stitch and hook a short stitch. Turn left and pick up 2 threads and hook a short stitch. Then turn left and pick 2 threads and hook a short stitch. Repeat this. Turn and crochet short stitches. Like until it's about 120 centimeters long. Finally, crochet a braided stitch. Leave long thread tails and cut the thread. Just sew the bag strap to both sides of the bag. Finally, tie the thread ends and lead it inside the fabric. Sew the other side in the same way. The bag you made yourself makes you feel a sense of achievement. In the next episode, I'll crochet large crossbody hollow bag.